Hey everybody, it's Laura. So I decided that rather than write an article on this, that I would actually do a little video. I apologize that the lighting isn't great, but I think I have some good things to say. Of course, you be the decider of that. And if you like what I have to say, of course, leave me a comment. Anyway, recently I've noticed a few things that have been happening on the internet and with marketers in general, and it's kind of concerned me. First of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but when I released mobile LPs a couple of months ago, we had some record-breaking sales. We've never had a problem with our bank. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, but because we showed such volume, PayPal considered us a risk and actually shut down my account and has been holding the money. I've got some of it. I'll get more of it next month. But basically, they shut me down for what they considered a risk. It was their rules, etc., and so on. And it's kind of concerning. Then I have another friend who has another info marketing business, and his credit card accounts got shut down. Some of the big guys, actually. There was a new underwriter they considered a risk, and all of a sudden, those accounts got shut down. So you've got ethical people who are actually getting in trouble or being actually penalized for doing a good job by banks. That's one thing. But then let's take a look at the internet itself. I love. And one of the things that I think is so amazing is actually it brings business back to the little guy. And the little guy not meaning the small, insignificant guy, but meaning that it levels the playing field. I am as important as you are, as important as other businesses. And if you have a good idea and you actually do the right things with it, it can take off and it can go viral. I mean, Facebook's a perfect example of that. It was a very, very small company. It started with a good idea, and it's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest site on the internet now. I've been marketing on the internet since the 90s with my first product, PCDJ, and then what we did with commercial email, and then Google AdWords and my agencies and whatnot. So, and all the way through now that we're doing the stuff with mobile LPs, mobile local fusion, etc., and so on. But there's some stuff that's been going on that's kind of interesting, and let's take a look at this. You have now huge companies. PayPal's one of them. Facebook's one of them. Google for sure is one of them. Bing and whatnot. And what's happening is with this consolidation is that these big corporations actually have a little bit more control and have really made this level playing field not as level as I would like it. For example, I do know of a group that got shut down last week on Facebook. They said there was a terms of service violation. Actually, there wasn't one, but their algorithm went ahead and detected something, and people complained and whatnot. But basically, their only method of marketing was with Facebook. So basically, they really lost a huge amount of business because an independent third party that they were using made a decision, and it's un-American to shut somebody down or do something like that without a hearing, without being able to face your accusers. And these big companies are doing this. YouTube shut down a whole bunch of internet marketers. My good friend Ross, the guys at ProBlogger, they got their account back. The guys at Hubsy. This is large corporations wholesale making a decision and affecting the lives of many, many other businesses. Google, with their AdWords product, if you have used squeeze pages or violated their terms or sell something that is make money-ish, they will not just tell you to change your marketing, they will ban you, and they will ban any business that you have going forward if your name's attached to it. So basically, it's worse than going to jail. It's being taken off the net. And Google's pretty big. And, maybe I shouldn't be saying this. I'm putting myself out there. But it does bring about a very good point here, which is don't put all your eggs in one marketing basket. Do I use Google? Yes. Do I use Bing? Yes. Do I use Facebook? Yes. Do I use mobile? Yes. Do I use blogs? Yes. Do I use free services? Yes. Do I use paid tools? Yes. So the whole point here is not to scare you, into oblivion to not do things. My point is that you should actually make sure that you're diversifying your marketing, because there are certain things us as small business people are not in control of. We are not in control of the Google algorithm. We are not in control of Facebook's terms of service and their constant changing of that. We're not in control of YouTube, which is owned by Google. And it's kind of interesting because this consolidation is going down. And so first of all, you've got now Bing using the Facebook like in their search results. And that's pretty dramatic because Bing's been trying to, get back into the search game or get into the search game and has been gaining some popularity, nothing like Google. But nonetheless, adding Facebook is pretty smart. Then Google went ahead and added the +1 widget. So let's see what happens here. I don't think the game is over. Remember AOL? They were the biggest thing out there, and look at them now. I mean, Yahoo used to be huge, and they're not anymore. And that brings me to another point. There is a certain amount of self-policing going on here. And I do understand that Google's viewpoint is that the content is for the end user, and it should be good content. And so even though they're charging you per click, you should that they want to add value and make sure that there aren't fraudsters and hucksters and scam artists out there and whatnot. And that's actually admirable. And I got to tell you, if you click on an ad that tells you you're going to make money in your underwear overnight, it's not going to happen. Don't get me wrong, I live a nice life, but I work hard. Any of the other people that I know that market on the internet, they work hard. It doesn't mean that they're not enjoying it and they're not having a great life because of it, but there isn't a push button answer. There surely is putting in systems. There are surely different things that you can do that'll make life a lot easier, but for sure, without a doubt, you have to work hard. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the rewards you can reap from that are absolutely amazing. But just keep in mind, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes real quick here, that I just want to make sure that you guys get that don't put your eggs in one basket. I want you to know that there are a lot of really cool things out there, but watch out. If your rights are being stomped on and you have not done anything wrong, and I mean don't game the system. If the rule is, don't put this type of content up, or the rule is don't do this or don't do that, follow the rules. Be ethical about it. If you do that, then you've got a leg to stand on. And if you happen to be, in error, your Facebook accounts get shut down, or you have a problem with YouTube or even Google or AdWords and whatnot, you'll have a leg to stand on that. Anyway, I just wanted you to have all that data, and I figured it might be a little bit more fun to just give you a video as opposed to writing it down. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.